It's as if the universe is training you for a grand encounter. But before it comes, you must go through the process. Separations are not punishments, they are tests. And the greatest one is to keep believing even when everything says otherwise. Have you noticed how his absence stirs a revolution within you? There are days when everything you feel seems to amplify. The fear, the longing, the uncertainty. But your intuition, your wisdom, your strength also grow. That's how the spirit is prepared. In the silence of waiting. Sometimes he doesn't show up because he couldn't bear to see you with the eyes he still has. He would see you with the limited vision of the flesh, not with the soul. And you deserve an awakened gaze, not an incomplete love. That's why the universe holds him back, until he can see clearly. You are also being protected. He still carries wounds, patterns that must be broken, shadows that need light. And you, daughter, deserve to live a healed love, not a continuation of the pain that once hurt you. Your feelings are compasses. When your heart races for no reason, when his name whispers inside you without being spoken, know this: he is thinking of you. The spirit communicates beyond matter. And even in distance, you two still exchange messages. Maybe he's running from himself, not exactly from you. There's a war within him, between what his soul wants and what his mind fears. That's why he runs. But don't worry. No one can run forever from what they were born to find. Everything true needs time to ripen. The green fruit may look ready, but it's still bitter. The same goes for souls. The love between you already exists, but it still needs to grow into the sweetness the Creator intends. You may try to move on, and you should, but you'll notice nothing compares. Other touches won't warm. Other eyes won't speak. Because your soul knows the reflection it's searching for. And that reflection, daughter, has a name, even if it can't be spoken yet. He may try to fill the void with distractions, but at some point, everything will feel meaningless. Because the truth is, he also misses something he doesn't understand. And that something is your energy, your scent, your invisible presence. There are nights when he dreams of you and wakes up confused. He doesn't know why he longs for something he thinks he never lived. But he has. Souls remember what the mind forgets. And little by little, he will connect the dots until he finds you at the center of it all. In the meantime, celebrate your own company. Learn to love your presence as a divine gift. Because the more you love yourself, the more you teach the universe how you should be loved. And that vibration will reach him, like a beacon calling him home. You are healing for him. But first you must be healing for yourself. That's why the separation. So you can reconnect, restore, strengthen. Because true love is never given incomplete. It overflows and pours abundantly. There is a version of him that is already walking toward you, even if he doesn't know it yet. And there is a version of you that is blossoming in this waiting. When those two versions meet, heaven will rejoice. And everything that once was pain will become power. You are not forgotten. The divine sees you. The divine hears you. And it is preparing something so grand, so beautiful, that when it arrives, it will make sense of every delay. Hold on, daughter. Not with anxiety, but with trust. Because the same love that connected you in the spirit is the love that will reunite you in time. What is yours, what was truly written for you, will never be lost. Not even in separation. Not even in silence. Be patient with the process. Be kind to your heart. Don't rush the sacred. Just keep being who you are. Because that alone is enough to call him back home. I was sent to whisper to your heart what logic cannot grasp, but your soul already knows. You are living a crucial chapter of your journey. Even if it feels confusing, do not fear the distance. Something sacred is being written behind the veil. There are questions echoing within you. Why? Why did he pull away? Why did everything fall apart just when it felt so right? Take a deep breath. The answer is not on the surface. It lives in the spirit, where time obeys higher laws. The separation, daughter, is an invisible bridge, not an end. The bond between you two is not ordinary. It's so deep, so intense, that it demands preparation. Twin flames don't unite when they want to, but when they're ready. There are lessons that must be lived separately so that, in reunion, love is not just desire, but mission fulfilled. You feel that something in him is still asleep, don't you? Know that it's true. His spirit is still awakening. And that doesn't depend on you. He needs to find himself before fully recognizing you. He must lose himself to finally find himself in you. Separation is not rejection. It's refinement. Like gold that must pass through fire to shine without impurities. So it is with destined souls. God separates only to prepare. What is on pause today will be tomorrow's miracle. While you feel his absence, heaven is working silently. You are being shaped. You are being refined. There are gifts within you that only bloom in the desert. There is strength in you that only awakens in absence. Don't run from this moment, embrace it. You were chosen, daughter. Chosen for a different kind of love, eternal, healing generations. But before you live this love, you must remember who you are. Don't lose yourself trying to understand him. Find yourself. And when you do, he will feel it in his spirit. The love you share doesn't need words to exist. It lives in the silences, in the nights you cry without knowing why. He feels it. He doesn't say it, but he feels it. And there are days when his heart calls out to yours, even without knowing how to name it. You think he forgot you, but the soul doesn't forget what is its mirror. There is a bond that time cannot erase. He may resist, run, stay silent. But the energy between you keeps vibrating, constant, unbreakable. He will return when he knows how to love the way your soul deserves. Maybe you're wondering how long you'll have to wait. And I tell you, wait actively, wait while living. Wait dancing, blooming, expanding. Time is not your enemy. It's the teacher that teaches you how to be whole before being two. There are promises being fulfilled in the unseen. While you take care of yourself, the universe takes care of the connection. When you release control, love is free to follow its course. And when you least expect it, he will be guided to you with eyes full of truth. This separation is also an answer to your prayers. You asked for true love, for a divine union. And for that to happen, what was wounded must be healed, cycles closed, traumas cleared. He is going through that, even in silence. Don't compare yourself, daughter. Other stories are not like yours. Your path was drawn by the Creator's hands. It is deeper, more demanding, but also infinitely more glorious. And when the promise is fulfilled, you will understand why it had to be this way. You have remained faithful, even when everything seemed to be in ruins. And this does not go unnoticed in heaven. Every tear you've cried is counted, every prayer heard. You are building something eternal, not with your hands but with your spirit. And nothing eternal is made in a hurry. His soul is still in the process of remembering who you are. That's why he withdraws. Because within him there's an echo that screams, but he still can't decode it. Don't force. Don't chase. True love doesn't need to run. It attracts. You are not alone. A legion of angels walks beside you, guarding your heart, protecting your steps. Everything that was promised will be delivered. But first you must trust more than you understand. Trust more than you see. Spiritual connections are different. They follow an invisible order. And even when everything seems wrong, the plan remains perfect. The love you share is a divine instrument, and therefore it must be treated with honor and patience. One day, he will look at you with awakened eyes. And in that moment, everything that once felt like pain will become glory. Everything that was absence will become constant presence. He will remember. He will know. And you, daughter, will be ready. Until then, keep being light. Keep being love. Build. Strengthen. Grow. Because the woman you are becoming is exactly the woman this love needs to blossom. You are not waiting for him. You are being molded for the reunion. And when that reunion happens, because it will happen, you'll look back and be thankful for the separation. You'll understand that it was in the silence that everything aligned. In the distance that the purpose was revealed. In the waiting that the miracle was born. What you feel is not illusion. It is an ancestral calling that vibrates within you and cannot be silenced. No matter how much time passes, no matter how much he hides, there is a spiritual truth that links your heart to his. And that truth doesn't fail, doesn't vanish, doesn't die.